Hello, I'm Dan Brown, and my co-host today is my brother, Jeff Brown.
Hello, everybody.
He's come out to the East Coast from Oregon, and today we're going to be doing another Let's Hike. This is Let's Hike High Point State Park. It's the highest point in New Jersey, and this is a park that my family often comes to. Sometimes we just come here and have a picnic or something of that nature, and we just sometimes we have family events here, but we're gonna take a look around and show you what the park is like. So all right, let's begin. High Point Monument, height 220 feet, base 34 feet square at the platform and 19 feet square where the apex begins. The base of the monument is erected on the highest point in the state of New Jersey. Altitude 1,803 feet above sea level. Cornerstone laid June 8, 1929, 1930. This monument is erected by Colonel and Mrs. Anthony Kuzer to the glory and honor and eternal memory of New Jersey heroes by land and sea and air in all wars of our country. All right, so we're walking down from the tower, and we're going down to the starting point where we normally start up at the top. And we did see some hawks flying up above, but I don't see them anymore. All right, so we're approaching the start of the trail that we generally take. This is on the opposite end of the ridge. There's Jeff starting us off. This is at the opposite end of the ridge. The tower's way on the other side. And we start off here, and we kind of go down and loop around, and there's a picnic area at the bottom that we sometimes have a little picnic at. So how would you describe the difficulty of the trail so far?
Not very difficult. Although you may notice that I broke a little bit of sweat from our stupid speed run a few minutes ago, where we ran down the trail. And of course, I'm wearing my sweatshirt and a cotton t-shirt and jeans. And
why don't you explain why that's relevant? Why cotton is not a good idea?
Well, I'm no scientist or anything. I kind of believe a little bit more. Inside joke, sorry about that, guys. You want to have some kind of synthetic, so moisture from sweating evaporates a little bit better and you get cooler. The cotton kind of traps the moisture in. Oh, is my audio coming through, Dan?
I think so.
The cotton kind of traps the heat, traps the moisture in there. You get wet and you kind of get cooled down a little bit faster.
Yeah, the cotton is hard to get to. It's very difficult for it to dry, and it stays wet, and when you're wet, it sucks the heat right out of your body. So a lot of people refer to cotton as the death fabric because it causes a lot of hypothermia, and a lot of people die because
death fabric. But I did wear my Merrill hiking boots.
Yeah, so a lot of cases of hypothermia are caused by not choosing the appropriate clothing. So yeah, and the trail, this trail is actually very easy. It's a nice, relaxing trail that you could take your family on and little kids. And it's also very scenic.
The speed run up in the beginning.
Yeah, we were just fooling around and we did a speed run. So who's this little friend that you have there tagging along?
I wanted to add a little bit of education to your series and introduce you to the dangers of ticks.
Try to make this not so blurry.
The button on it? Can it zoom?
Oh. Yeah, so what are you going to do with this guy?
I'm going to probably flick it off onto the ground and kill it. Maybe in that order, maybe not.
I was in the shower a couple days ago and I saw this tick that was burrowing into my lower back. And generally, I guess there are a couple different ways you can remove ticks. And I was talking to Brian about it, and he said that generally you can take some tweezers and kind of gently pull them out, and the tick is supposed to come out on its own. But you know, I didn't do it correctly, and when I did it, I was kind of gently pulling and pulling, and he kind of his head ripped off inside, and I didn't do it correctly, and that's actually pretty bad because you can get Lyme disease or infections from that. And I kind of have a nasty, let's see if I can show it. It's like right above my butt, so this might be awkward. That's what happened. Kind of looks disgusting. So this is one of the many kind of overlooks. This isn't the best one. This is kind of overgrown, but when me and Jeff were little kids, we would stop on a lot of these little overlooks when we were going, and there isn't a good example of it here, but there are these rocks that you can kind of what we do when we were little kids, we would hang over the rock and pretend that we were dangling precariously off the edge of a cliff, and people would take pictures of us, and there are a lot of those pictures around.
That might be a good one over there.
Yeah, around.
Maybe ticks over there though.
Yeah, but there are a lot of those pictures around the homes of various family members, and sometimes younger kids in our family do the same thing. But sometimes this is also, like, when we come out here with other family members, we often stop and you know, our grandmother would just dish out chocolate or apples. My grandfather grew apples, and we'd pass them out. And so this is kind of like one of the chocolate stops, but it's not the official chocolate stop. But yeah, this is one of the overlooks along the way. There are lots of these. There's Jeff traipsing off through the woods. This view is a little bit better.
Next picture there.
So this is a place that my family generally stops at on the trail that we generally take, and it's pretty common that we would stop here and you know, just take a break and drink some water and distribute chocolate and apples. And this is what's known as the Maine chocolate stop, and it's pretty consistent that we stop here pretty much every time we come here and just rest. And it's a pretty cool place. It's kind of a nice view, and so this is the chocolate stop. This is the staircase portion of the hike, and most people in our family get out of breath from this.
Just to be clear, I am not out of breath. I'm waiting for Dan.
I'm out of breath because I stayed back and waited, and I ran to catch up.
Now, if you'll pardon me, I will demonstrate how the stairs are executed. Observe. And it's that easy.
Alright, so here we are at the end of the trail. The lower parking lot is just down this road. And this has been Let's Hike High Point State Park.
Thanks for having me along, Dan.
Do you have any final thoughts?
Yes, thanks for having me along.
Alright. Goodbye.